I was having a really hard time with how to problem solve all of the things that I have going on in my life right now. And because I started a new position at work, a high school teacher, which is very different than being an administrator. I no longer have the kind of time that I used to lean on for thinking and reflecting and kind of refining both my professional and personal life, etc. Because you're kind of like in the trenches doing the job of teaching. So a lot of my business things and home problems and even work problems, all of those things were really, I was having a hard time solving them. They were all in my head, but they were not articulated on paper. So what I decided to do this morning was, one, rather than working on in business and editing the next video, I took some me time to just think and to jot down all of the overwhelm that I was feeling. So I journaled this morning, and I was just thinking through everything and why I was so overwhelmed. And in the process, I said, what if I were to build a Kanban board? There's a book that I used to use in when I was doing business coaching called Traction by Gino Wickman. Great book. Link below. I need to make sure to add that link. But Traction basically talked about that some of the most successful companies, and I would argue just human beings and teams, they know how to they solve their problems. So they identify their problems, they discuss their problems, and they solve their problems. So although I am a team of one right now in terms of the business, and as a high school teacher and as a family man, I have different teams, right? But specifically for the business, I'm a team of one. And I ended up creating this issues board that I would build for teams when I was doing business coaching. And so let me go ahead and show you what this looks like. Essentially what it is I have the different categories, right? Faith, family, church, me, business, teaching right here that I wanted to work through. And then this is essentially it, right? I don't know why this is not showing here, but no. So we start by identifying a problem, then you discuss it, you are solving it, and then it moves into solved, and that's it. So it goes 1, 2, 3, and then 4, it's solved. So what I did was I created whenever I have a problem, I like to frame it in terms of a question. What exactly am I trying to solve? So the question in this case was, in this moment, I said, how do I hack AVD? So I wrote it out. And whenever I create a new thing, I created a quick template here, which I can show you. I can create a quick template right here. There it is. And it's, what is the issue? And I identify the issue is, I'm having trouble solving my average view duration. Is now the best time to solve. And this is critical because sometimes some problems are just not meant to be solved right away. Here's some potential solutions. I could do this, I could do that, or this, or that, right? I then did a couple key reminders here. Every solution creates more problems. My solution is not final, I should say. Oops. My solution is not final. Consider potential problems, and then consider what's working, not working, and further improvements for the season. And then I go in and I solve it, and I create a little button here that I just been like, solve attempt number 1, and this is the date, and this is what I'm going to try out. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to do this. And I'll just log this as I go. And so essentially what I'm creating is I am creating a system where I can solve things. So I made a previous video, which I will link at the end of this video, which is how do I put weekly videos, or how do I solve my average view duration right over here. So I'm currently in the process of solving this right now. And so I need to rework my script and then write 2-minute videos. That's kind of like my next solution. So we'll see if this works. But essentially, from a business standpoint, this is how you solve a lot of issues. And the cool thing, like just on a personal note, is what I was finding is so many of these problems that I was facing with business or personal, etc., is that it's like I was walking in a room that was completely dark. And as I'm walking in a dark room, I keep bumping into things and I keep trying to solve them and move them, but I can't see. By doing this board, what I've done is I've been able to turn on the light of all of the problems. And that's been really, really helpful and freeing today. So yeah, that was my win for today.